Well, it's time to belly up to the bar and find out what's on tap at Brews with Brian. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brews with Brian, your weekly craft beer review podcast here on the Loaded Sports Network. Guys, show's been exploding. Views, listens, everything's been going up, which is what we want. Thank you all for the support. Again, if you first time watching the show, Brews with Brian is a craft beer review podcast. Each and every week, we review craft beer from around the world. Craft beer is made with patience and time, and the people that brew this stuff actually care about the product they're delivering to us, unlike these other big box corporate beer companies that we all know of. I mean, we drink it, we have to. Ain't got much of a choice. But let's get to this week's beer. Right there, you can see it is one of my favorites, probably my all-time favorite beer, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's a really incredible beer as far as pale ale goes. Pale ale goes, this is the top of the list. You can see right here is a shot of it being poured into a glass, as you should with all your craft beer. It should be poured into a glass. You just enjoy it better. You get the aroma, and even the taste is just a little bit better drinking from a glass. But guys, let's get into the review. That's why you're here. We'll start off right here. But we'll start off right here, guys. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale pours a deep golden orange color with a nice finger and a half of foamy white head, as you can see right there in the picture. The head has lasting impact in the glass. This thing lasts the entirety of the drink, well over 15 minutes if you're casually sipping on this beer. Long lines of bubbles run up the glass, and it looks amazing. Again, check out the picture. If you're not watching the video show, highly recommend you check out the YouTube channel or the Spotify, and you can watch this video. Thick, generous lacing lines the entirety of the glass as it empties. So as you drink this beer, this thing is just kind of lacing running down the side of the glass, and it makes for a beautiful beer. You got aromas of wheat, bread, floral hops with a touch of bitterness. It's clean and fresh smelling. I mean, you might not know what that means, but pop open this beer and you'll find out real quick. Some piney notes of grassy straw, general zesty citrus in the background. It's as clean and classic as you can get. No weird aroma with this beer. And some have described Sierra Nevada Pale Ale as a mix between an American Pale Ale and an IPA. But this is just straight up American Pale Ale for me, with mild balancing bitterness, which you would get from the hops. Gentle floral hops, grassy flavors wash over the tongue before revealing straight up sweet caramel malt, some tasty bready wheat notes, and the citrus I notice here is mostly grapefruit. So if you're a grapefruit drinker, you'll probably pick that up. It's gentle but tasty. It's straight up clean, that it almost feels more complex than it is. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale has never been described as the absolute boldest, biggest smash your mouth flavor beer, but it's really, really good. Guys, I can't recommend you enough to try this beer. And when you think of a clean beer, this is what pops in my mind. No weird flavors popping up out of nowhere. This thing all fits and gels together, from the aroma, the look, to the taste, which is what you want in a beer. This thing's well carbonated, but not super strong, resulting in a nicely smooth, mildly creamy sip. Subtle, medium long finish that leaves just a hint of bitterness and lightly roasted grains on your tongue, and it finishes clean and semi-dry. It's so easy drinking and clean. I consider this light bodied, because it's not real heavy. Uh, not going to put a lot of weight on you. And the ABV is not real high. I don't really have it on hand right now, but it's not that high. I mean, it's an American Pale Ale. This is not a session beer, but you can do more than sip this beer. But guys, this is one of my favorite beers. Like I said, it's probably my all-time favorite. I always pick up a 6-pack or a 12-pack of this beer whenever I can, and want to just hop back into something I know I'm going to love. And this thing hasn't changed in 32 years. This beer actually was started. They started making this beer in 1980. This beer led to everything we are enjoying now in the craft beer world. So we should all thank Sierra Nevada for that. And guys, this beer is everywhere. Go to your local package store. They probably have it. Pick you up a 6-pack at least. Try it out. See what you think. Hey, let us know in the comments or on the Facebook page or anywhere, guys. Just, we'll respond quickly. Hey, everybody, it's Coach and Colonel here from the Spring Loaded Football Podcast, taking a short break from your podcast. We wanted to tell you about Spring Loaded Football, where each and every Friday we talk about Spring League sports, USFL, XFL, X League, fan control football, guys. We got it all. Coach, what you got to say?
Hey, y'all check us out. Like it, love it, and everything. We talk about a lot of stuff on here. We try to keep it quick and simple, and we talk about everything. Even some things like kickers.
That's right. Check it out, springloadedfootball.com. Now back to the show. But guys, we're going to check out with our co-host here, Bill. Bill is a wandering man. Been trying to get him down for a question and answer show, bonus show, Brews with Brian. Haven't been able to get up with him yet. Again, the man rides his motorcycle everywhere he goes. And he's hard to track down. Might need to get the carrier pigeon. But each and every week, we get Bill to try the beer too. As you can see here, Bill is pouring a beer in the Brews with Ryan mug, and we'll find out what he thinks. Look at that, guys. Bill loves this beer as much as I do. And I know usually Bill likes it if I like it. But I can promise you, Bill sent a carrier pigeon with a note that said this is the best American Pale Ale he's ever had. And this man's had a lot of experiences, so this man knows what he's talking about. So believe me, and believe him when he says this is the best American Pale Ale, because it is. So try it. Bill, we'll see you next week, buddy. Here we are again to the most surprising segment of the show. I didn't think anybody would really enjoy this, but apparently you do. Again, thank you for checking it out. Brews with Brian Bar Trivia. The question from last week was, what body parts continually grow throughout your lifetime? The answer is nose and ears. Didn't know that. Not a doctor. So, question for this coming week is, the average human body contains how many pints of blood? Getting a little medical here the last 2 weeks. Do you know how many pints of blood are in the average human body? You might have to think about that. Try to guess without Googling it. You could easily find the answer. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't, but we'll check it out next week, guys. Guys, just want to appreciate everybody for listening, helping the show grow. It means a lot to me personally, and Bill. I'm sure he'll let us know how much he appreciates it when we get him for the question and answer show. It means a lot to us here at the Loaded Sports Network, and since we joined the Loaded Sports Network, the numbers have went through the roof. Make sure you check out the other shows, Spring Loaded Football, Yellowhammer Football. Got some more stuff coming down the pipe, hopefully. We want this network to grow. Again, you can check us out anywhere you find your favorite podcast, and we hope that we're a part of that group. You can check out the video show on YouTube and Spotify. Check out the website, man, brewswithbrian.com, if you want to know a little bit more about me or Bill. And guys, don't forget, you can stop back by Brews with Brian, where knowledge is always on tap. We'll see you guys.